Okay, this is Athenar from Midnight, and I'm here with my good friend Michael Monroe, Rock Hard Festival.
Yes. Hello. And hello, Cleveland.
Hello, Cleveland.
Because
That has to be said.
Yes. You know what, HANOI ROCKS, the last show we ever played before the drummer Russell got killed.
1984.
1984 was Peabody's Down Under.
December, I believe.
Yes, December, he died on December 9th, so that was, I forget the date of that, but that was, I had broken my ankle.
That's what I was going to say. I know you had a broken, it was Buffalo, and you did the show on a stool, if I
No, I never did a stool, but I had crutches. I came on stage on crutches, and I kind of kept the weight off the ankle, off the foot, but in the end, I couldn't even fit my boot off. It started swelling up real bad, and I had seen a doctor, and he didn't say that it was fractured, and I went to get a second opinion after that gig in Atlanta the next day and said, oh, this is broken, the ankle's broken, why didn't they put a cast on it?
But a true rock warrior has to go on and with a broken
oh yeah, I would do the show.
For Cleveland, of all things.
Yeah.
I love it. That's true rock and roll.
Yeah,
true
absolutely.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, pain don't hurt.
No.
Only mental anguish. That's right.
Mental anguish is way more.
That's right. That's right. But then, so after that, then I got a cast on it. I couldn't, really. I thought it wasn't. People weren't getting their money's worth because I couldn't do what I do basically. But I was never on a wheelchair though. I heard a rumor after the Toronto show. I mean, Razzle's birthday was in Chicago. I remember I had the audience singing for him. He was just turned 25. But in Toronto, I heard a rumor later, wow, man, the singer from HANOI ROCKS was so out of it. He came on stage with crutches, man. He couldn't even stand up. That's how the reputation, my reputation precedes me. That's why I'm always on time for my meetings.
There you go.
But so, tell me about your, what you do?
Well, I'm a lumberjack, as you will.
And your hands are on fire?
My hands are on fire, so I turn the lumber into matches, is what I do. So they start large. Just burn them until they turn into matches, and I sell them for profit.
Wow, that sounds interesting. Yeah. One way to make a living.
It's one way to live.
Well, Steve Bader's.
Steve Bader's, another connection, another rock and roll connection between. We got Europe, we got Germany, we have Cleveland. It all comes together from the Dead Boys. Steve Bader's a great friend of.
Yes,
Mr.
my dear
Monroe
friend.
here.
We were flatmates in the end. I moved in with him after Razzle had died in Hanoi, in December '84. So in '85, I was. Taking care of Steve's cat Ziggy. I was feeding Ziggy while Steve was on the road, and then we figured, we might as well just move in together and share the rent, be cheaper, and had a great time together. And then Johnny Thunders moved in because he's
and
like,
things changed.
And there was never a dull moment. Let's put it that way. But Steve was really important. One of the most important people in rock and roll.
Great lyricist.
Absolutely.
Very witty. And Dead Boys lyrics is some of the best lyrics ever.
And the Lords of the New Church after that.
Lords of the New Church, incredible.
Yeah, he came to Europe and put together the Lords of the New Church, and that was like the post-punk era when HANOI ROCKS was we were creating a scene in London, and the Lords of the New Church was the other band. That was, before then, that was like the post-punk period. There was only Stray Cats and nothing much else. So. But when HANOI played, we had everybody come to our shows. All these genres, all the Teddy Boys, heavy metal fans, punks, and even skinheads, and everybody. We combined everybody, which I loved.
Good music is good music.
Yeah, and we defied all categories because we played anything from punk to calypso, and no limits, and But Steve was an extraordinary performer. He did it all before anybody else. I mean, he actually died on stage once. Did you hear about that? Yes. He was a small guy, he was skinny, and he was crawling inside a bass drum, so, hey, shut up, I'm telling you an important story now. He used to go climb up on the lighting rig and, put the mic cord around his neck and act like he was hanging there. And one night he was a little bit out of it and his hands were sweaty, so the roadies are looking up and he's not coming down. His guy is turning blue and it's got piss pouring down his leg, and it's like, something's not right. They took him down and he was clinically dead for quite a while, and they revived him, took him to the hospital, and they didn't even tell him right away because they were afraid to kind of tell him. They waited a week, and then they told Steve, actually,
you just died here.
Yeah, you died, and the only regret he has is, oh shit, he doesn't remember anything because he would have wanted to experience the out-of-body experience. And I was like, oh man, that was the first thing that came to his mind. So I mean, after you died on stage, how do you top that? I mean, the Dead Boys. It wasn't a Dead Boys gig; it was the Lords of the Church. But I mean, there's a difference between being for real
dead boy
and an act
and a corpse.
And a corpse, well, But, the line of the Living Dead Boys and the Dead Boys stuff is so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a great opportunity to pay homage to Steve Baders, to have his name be seen by millions of people. When Guns N' Roses, I was going to L.A. to play some sax and harmonica on their Use Your Illusion album, and Axl told me he told me on the phone he'd never heard the Dead Boys much. So I recorded a audio tape of Dead Boys for him, and we were driving around Hollywood listening to the tape, and when Ain't It Fun came on, Axl was, wow, this is great, I love this song. You know what, we're doing a cover album called Spaghetti Incident. You and me should do this as a duet, and it's called Slash. Put the band together and let's do this. And it was magical. I mean, even he sounds like Steve in places.
See, I always thought there was the Duff was the guy who brought in that song, but
no, it was me. Yes.
You're the one bringing Cleveland to the masses.
Absolutely.
That's
and so I said, is it possible to have Steve's name on there that's dedicated to Steve Baders?
Yeah.
Said, oh yeah. So I said, okay. I didn't want any money for it, because I know some of those bands were going to get kind of greedy and stuff. So I said, I don't want any money. Just put in memory of Steve Baders and spell my name right. That's all I wanted. I don't want anything else. And that happened. And I mean, Axl was even going to put it out as a single and to make a video of it, but that didn't happen. But the song was there. It was the first single of that album, and really it was magical because Steve used to have this ritual in the studio. He had these candles around, and he did some kind of words and then blew the candle. I don't know that ritual, but I put candles around us. So face to face, we sang it live. And he's just, I mean, Axl sounds, when he says, any phone, you feel like you just got to get a gun. He says, it's just like Steve. So it wasn't a duet, it was a trio.
Yeah.
And after we'd done the vocal, I went to the studio in the back room at piano. I was sitting there, and then there were two pinball machines. The Rolling Stones one and Kiss one, and all of a sudden it went, ting, ting. Wow. I was like, wow, by themselves. So I went to the control room. I said, Axl, do those pinball machines go off by themselves? He says, no, never. Okay, wow.
Steve was saying hello.
Steve was saying hello. And I said, well, you know what? Maybe Steve just got his wings. Like it says in there, It's a Wonderful Life, that every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
Yeah.
Axl said, oh, Michael, that's probably the sweetest thing I've ever heard anybody say about anybody.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That is. That's great. That's
cool.
That's a fantastic
Yeah, Steve lives through us.
Heck yeah.
So
Heck yeah, of course.
you're an important part of his legacy. It's a rock and roll legacy, man. All right, I guess they're starting to make some noise.
I thought I heard, because we have a Dead Boy song on our intro tape.
You do?
Yeah.
Which one?
We put Third Generation Nation.
All right,
Yeah.
brilliant, man. Go do it,
man.
All right, rock like fuck, man. Brilliant.
Give it a this.
All right. Great to meet
Thank you,
man.
man. Thank you.
A lot of respect.